Highlanders and everyone else, welcome to the 14th episode of the Nürburgring track day. We are near the end of the series with just 9 cars left, I think it is, until the new series starts for Project Cars, so I hope you enjoy the final few episodes. Right, today we are driving the McLaren 12C. This is such a luxurious car to play around with. To play and drive with, not to play around with. It was to play around with as well, but you know, it just handled really well. But going into corners at high speed and braking late, it just wasn't a good idea, as I thought I could do with the 12C GT car. But you know, you just can do it with just a mid-engine V8, providing a lot of power onto the rear wheels. Just an elegant style of the McLaren 12C. It was just wonderful curves, just make it truly spectacular car to look at, really. You'll see in the thumbnail if you really did, but you know, if not, then oh well. Now for some stats about the McLaren 12C. Here we go. This car has a top speed of 207. I nearly reached it this time, but I don't think the Nürburgring straight is long enough for any car to reach the top speed. It just doesn't happen. I mean, well, the supercars doesn't reach top speed, but the lower end cars, like the go-kart for instance, that reaches top speed. But you know, nevertheless, 207 miles per hour is really quick actually. It's like it's not one of the quickest, but it is relatively quickly. Oh, just didn't uncontrol it there. I think I just hit the grass just a bit, it made me spin off a bit. But you know, 616 horsepower, that is a lot compared to all the other cars we've done so far. That is literally, I think it's probably the highest amount we've done so far, but you know, yeah. Now onto the accelerating and braking, which is 0 to 100 and 100 to 0. So first of all is the 0 to 100 comes in at 3.1 seconds. Are you sure? I mean, it's a McLaren 12C. I mean, surely that should be quicker than 3 seconds to get to 100. But no, it actually isn't, surprisingly. I have no idea why. Maybe because it's so heavy. And another way is 100 to 0 comes in at 2.73 seconds. I mean, you may think that's quick, but no, it's kind of slow. How? This is a McLaren, for Christ's sake. It's meant to be quick, and it's meant to get there quick, and it's meant to brake quick, but no, it doesn't. As I said, just braking late wasn't a good idea. That's why it wasn't a good idea, because from 100 to 0 it takes 2.73 seconds, and that is really crucial in any racing game. It's all about the seconds, it's all about the minutes, it's all about the milliseconds and whatnot. But you know, obviously, because the car weighs like 3,175 pounds, which is quite heavy, but it is what it is. It's got like a V8 inside it, and it's got everything else. It's got technology inside it, so that's why it's so goddamn heavy. I mean, really, yeah. And finally, it has 443 in torque, which is fair. That's a fair amount of torque in a car, to be fair. It is a McLaren, as I always said. Obviously, it's got 12 cylinders. I think it has 12 cylinders. That's why it's called the 12C. So yeah. Obviously, the wheelbase and whatnot didn't really matter, so you know. I didn't look all these stats up in real life, so yeah, this is what Project Cars are saying, but I think I got up to 196 miles per hour, or 197. That's the highest I reached. I think even the Lincoln Hypersport, which is coming tomorrow, not tomorrow, in 2 days' time probably. Even that didn't reach its top speed, or reach around 190 odd, but you know, I think it did, but you never know. But this car like reached 100 odd miles per hour, I think. It's just, I don't know why these cars don't reach their full top speed. It's maybe because they got it wrong, or maybe because the straight isn't long enough, but it's definitely longer than 2 miles or a mile, I think. But nevertheless, that's all the amount I've got to talk about, because I'm done with the stats and what I've talked about the car. Obviously, I'll just let the gameplay roll and see how quick this car got around, and it is quite surprising. Like, the cars that I've done are quite surprising how they're nearly quite similar to each other, to be fair. and they're all different cars. I think the next one's like Mitsubishi Evo, and that's tomorrow's episode, at least. And that's quite similar, kind of. Well, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment as always. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. I'll just play music, as I always do. So yeah, hopefully see you in the next one, and goodbye.
Hey.